Hello, friends and good people of the web. I welcome all of you back to Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. So last week wasn't so eventful because tutorial section. And here we are now at the actual start of our journey. And I figured that we should go about this solo for the time being. That way we don't have to worry about unit costs or food. And we can focus on building our character before we begin recruiting some soldiers. As you can see that I've already taken the liberty of buying a step bow and 2 units of arrows. That will give us 40 units all in all because each one has a stack of 20. And look what we have here. We have our first victim. Looters. 8 of them. Here's a good thing about why we're going to be doing this solo. If ever we'll come across looters, they will just we'll just attract their attention because they will be seeing us as fresh meat. Unlucky for them. Okay, so you can see here it's going to be just us and 8 looters. So what we're going to do is to have them clump together like that. You can try to have them make a line of sorts so that you can easily hit them. Careful of guys throwing rocks because this early on those rocks can actually annoy you. They can actually knock you out. Trust me, it happened many times. Our aim is so bad starting out. Oh, and also one other thing. Why we're going to be doing the bow. Because while we're shooting the bow in horseback, we will not only increase our bow skill, but our riding skill as well, as you can see right there. We just increased our riding to 27, which will give us, the higher our riding skill will give us more access to better horses. Ooh, headshot. Oh, there's only this guy left. How many rocks does this guy have in his inventory? There we go. Okay, so we just killed our first group of looters and we will need to go back to Poros real quick because apparently we have exceeded our weight capacity. Not by much, but it's still exceeded. This will actually hinder us from going any faster when we are in the campaign map, which is going to be dangerous for us because in case that we are going to be low on health, we need to run away real quick. And so we're going to be buying this Sumter horses. You can actually tell what these horses can bring just by hovering over their portrait right here. Yeah, they're used for carrying goods. That will increase your inventory capacity by 100 for Sumter horses and mules, just by 2. And we're going to be selling these that we got from the looters. And we're going to be keeping all the weapons that we loot from all of them because we will be using those for our smithing, which will give us our main source of income. After a quick rest to recover our health, we are now at 88%. That's already high enough for us to take on these 7 looters. Why are you so accurate with those rocks? Oh. Damn rocks. Our main enemy today, friends. Rocks. And trees. Ooh, headshot. And why are you still alive after that? I swear, looters can be superhuman sometimes. They can take 2 arrows to the chest and 1 arrow to the head and still be running after you. We are going to be making our way over to Lycaron to check if there's an ongoing tournament that we can participate in, and 5 looters. Should we? Yeah, so just 5.
Oi, what have we here? There's a tax for passage in this parts, traveler.
paid either in coin or in blood. Fight me if you dare. Bad decision, friend. I'm not your friend, pal. So we're just gonna be doing this over and over again until we get at least, I don't know, until we're satisfied. Oh, and another tip for all of you, in case you want to do this thing as well, just like I am, take advantage of terrain, especially for those rock throwers. Use hills so that you will be out of their sight and they won't be able to throw rocks at you. And although trees are our enemies as cavalry, they can also be our friends for defense. 26 damage on a rock. Where did it hit me? In my arm? Getting hit with a rock on the arm won't kill you, come on. So after we cleaned up those raiders, we headed over to Lycaron, but discovered that there's no tournament going on. And so we talked to the tournament master, and he told us that apparently there is a tournament going on in Poros and Phykeon. So we make our way back to Poros, and along the way we spotted a group of looters and decided to attack them because we're monsters. We take care of them pretty quickly, but not before they lower our health down to the point that a gust of wind could render us unconscious. We take what we can, then we enter the city to rest so that our health could go back up and we can join the tournament. Okay, looks like this is the first round of the tournament and it's gonna be a 2-on-2 battle. This does not look good for us because from prior experience, for as long as they're named NPCs, they're gonna be a tough one. So for the best. 3 damage. Look at that. 11 damage and he's dead. He's dead. Yeah. Why? Why? Of course. Of course. Well, forget the tournament. Let's go back to killing more looters. Oh yeah, and don't forget, we may need to do some quests, because they're gonna be helpful later on. Because as you do quests, you gain more relation with the quest giver, and with more relation comes more units that you can recruit. But as you can see, she does not have any units whatsoever, so we won't be doing any quests with her. Shame. What a shame. Today's not your lucky day, friend. How about you hand over your silver? Be a real shame to have to cut anyone's throat. Well, fight me if you dare, looter. Pity. Yes, yes, I do pity you. You know what, for some reason, I felt like archery here is much easier compared to warband. Forgive me if I keep on drawing comparisons between this game and warband. Well, it's only natural because this is the sequel of the game, and you will see all the differences from the first game to this, and all the improvements that they have made. And I can say that they really outdid themselves here. Well, not only the graphics, also the combat, and also some features in the game that we'll be exploring, especially smithing. I really love smithing. Though the stamina smithing and the smithing stamina, sorry about that. Oh my god. The smithing stamina is how do I say this? I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of the smithing stamina because it runs out so quickly. You smelt 1, 2, or 1, or like 5 five weapons and then you're out of stamina and then you have to wait in the town just to recover it. Come on, man. We're wasting a lot of time with that one. Every minute you spend resting in town is every minute wasted that you could have used wasting these poor bastards. As you can see, we keep missing, we're running out of arrows, and there's still a lot of them. And why aren't they running away yet? Looks like we have no choice. Ooh, nice one. Last one, eh? Brave man. There we go. You know what I call this? Monday. Leaving the tournament and Poros behind, I decided to venture towards Batanian territory. Since the tournaments over there are much easier to handle, in my opinion. But before that, we head over to the town of Zestia and accept a quest from Patrice, who apparently wants us to deliver some sheep to someone in Rote. Well, we happily accept this quest because Rote is right on the way to Marinath. But let's face it, if it wasn't, he would have to find some other schmuck to deliver the livestock for him. On our way to Rote, we happened upon a group of looters who were unfortunate enough for me to have smelled their fart wafting in the wind that was blowing in my general direction, and so I gave chase until we ran into Garios, who was a nobleman of the Empire. And then I remembered that we had a quest that required us to talk to some of them, so I broke off the pursuit and went after Garios' party so that he can tell me all about how the Empire lost a war against the Batanians and all that jazz. But I didn't really care, so I kept on clicking until the conversation was over and we can continue to our destination. We arrived in Rote a few minutes later and without any problems, which is a surprise, and delivered the sheep to What's-His-Face, who then rewarded us with 400 gold and increased our charm skill by 5 points, which is pretty nice. But we didn't stay in the city for long and headed straight to Marinath, where we ran into a few more bandits on the way. And we all know how this ends for them. We have arrived at Marinath, where I plan to stay in the majority of the early game, because, like I said earlier, easier tournaments, and that means it's easier gear for us to get. And let's check the arena real quick, and we're in luck. Looks like there's a tournament going on. Let's jump right in, shall we? Okay, what do we got? 4 teams in a free-for-all. That's good. I hope to just place at least just second place. That way we could still advance, even though if we lose, let's say. Everyone is using bows. 4 teams with bows. And this is the type of thing that throws me off in Batanian tournaments, cause this foolishness happens. 4 teams with just bows. What is this? Well, the upside of doing tournaments as well, it could really help you improve your skills in one-handed, two-handed, even your athletic skills, so that you don't need to go down your horse during field battles. Oh, look at you. What the? Funny one. There we go. Right in the neck. How you like that, buddy? Help you swallow that cough drop. Okay. Oh, there he is. Why? Oh man. I did say I did say Batanian tournaments are easier to win. Sort of. They're easier to manage than the rest. Because there's no cavalry or anything in Batanian tournaments. They're all on foot and you're all on two-handed, either two-handed or bows. You rarely get a spear in Batanian tournaments. Well, we got something to look forward to. Well, I guess we gotta end this here, guys. We just got to Batanian territory and we will be doing a lot here, and I mean a lot. Tournaments, hunting looters again, apparently, and a lot more other stuff. And we're gonna try to finish the quests, Naretsa's Folly and everything. That means we have to find the nobles and stuff, but that's gonna be for next week. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Leave a like and subscribe if you like what you see, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.